energy and wonderful. Okay, so there are a couple ideas that I have to say that I'm sharing with you, and that is that you have so much passion for this piece. I feel it. It's like the beloved figure. Dorothy Taubman always said that a piece is built on a beloved figure. Maybe it's more than one beloved figure, but in the case of this piece, let's talk about it for a minute. Like, what is the rhythmic beloved figure? One or two of them. What do you see as the rhythmic beloved figure? In other words, it's so that he loved it so much that it keeps coming back. What is that?
3/4.
Even more specific. Like here, what do you see like in the opening? And then he loves everything so much, and he thinks the audience will too, so he's very repetitive. It's almost like variations on a theme. Should I tell you what I'm looking at? Over here, what do you see as a rhythmic figure that keeps coming back?
Oh, this one.
The triplet, yes, okay. So we have to be very honorable to the rhythm of that triplet, okay? Because you have the facility to play it like lightning. But that means that every time that it comes back, you have to play it in the same tempo. So I'm going fast forward, and I'm looking at the end of the piece, okay? So the question is, do you play the speed of the triplet in the beginning the same as when it says piumoso, which is like fire is burning, do you? So these are the things we have to think about, because to me, the only thing I'd like to do as far as the form of the piece is to make the rhythm a little bit more consistent, because I feel that that's going to give it breath. Right now, I'm almost on the end of my chair. It's like, wow, that's impressive, but it's like, you understand?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so the triplet is every place. And when it comes back in the piumoso, instead of sottovoce and then pianissimo, he's forte, okay? And he just doesn't let go with that concept. And then over here, it's crescendos even more, okay? So the mood is, what would you say the mood is of the triplet?
Lightning.
Okay, lightning, okay. All right, so for me, it's either fear or mystery. Oh, something's gonna happen, okay? So if you were gonna make a story, you can make any story, okay? So what would you say could be a scenario for a story? It has nothing to do with music, okay? What's going on here? Could be something to do with weather. What do you think?
Yeah, it could be mystery. You're right.
Okay, so it's almost like, or you're in the forest.
Yeah.
Okay, you went to the park, it's getting dark, you turned your head, and you see a fox. You gotta get out of there, okay? And you're scared, okay? So this could even be the animal lurking, okay? But I wanna make sure that when you do, okay, so here, so could you go from, and then feel like you're advancing up. Bring all your fingers with you, and then feel almost like it's like a flick. Because right now I feel like you're doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, can you try that? Just go slower first. Yeah, if you know, it's interesting. One teacher said, and it was not in piano, it was like keyboard harmony. He used to say, if you can say it, you can play it. Ta 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 ta. Try that. Wasn't that wonderful? it was different than the first one. The first one was like, it didn't have syllables, okay? So can you do this one more time and save like something mysterious at the end, okay? This is your softest. It's like the audience is kind of enraptured, like, what's going on? You play these very similarly. This is just, okay, go ahead. Da, 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 da. Say it. Da, 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 da. And now? Bravo. That was so good. That was so professionally beautiful, okay? Now I'm getting to a technical idea. You play this rhythmic pattern, which is going to come many, many times. First one is the triplet. That's a beloved figure. The next one is da, yum, pa, pa, pa. I'm going to show you, you're going to play, but I'm going to explain to you what Taubman would say. And I was doing it in a chamber music piece before, half hour before. So after you play a long tone, your pedal's down. The addition says to hold the pedal for 1, 2, 3, 4 measures, but you can move in advance. It's almost like you got to get to the train. You don't want to get there 2 minutes before. So as soon as you play your chord, could you be over the downbeat, the E flat minor, sooner than you did? And then could you group, instead of da, 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 could you get there and then go da, da, da? This finish, and then da, da, da. Okay? Do that, and then I'll explain to you also like why I think it's going to make it easier. Go from here, and then play. As soon as you play your downbeat, keep the pedal down, but get to this downbeat sooner. Okay, did you feel like you got to this one sooner? Try it again. Okay, I'd like to see after you did this one, could you get to there sooner? Just like, go sooner now. Move to that one. Now, I see that you're thinking the melody like da, da, da. Could you do that and then da, da, da. That's a grouping. Yes, that's grouping. The clarity of that was already better. Dum, get over the E flat chord, and then dum, da, da, da.
I see.
Get over the E flat. Okay, go a little slower now. Ta ta ta. Remember, if you can say it, you can play it.
Could we do like one line place?
Of course, but this is what I want. This one goes sooner to here, and then da 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 is the chromatic. It's all about the value of the note. It's not Sondra. It's about the value of the beat and how we move. Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
So after you play, instead of staying there for 6 counts, feel like you were there for 5 or 4.5 to get the new downbeat. Yum, ba ba ba. Go ahead. Over the new one. Yes. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So you got here sooner, and then you group these. Da da da. So what is this? It's a chromatic. What do we have in this whole piece? How does he start? I distorted the rhythm. I changed the rhythm. It's wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
Right? That's what he did. And the whole piece is built, that's the other beloved figure. Triplet, and chromaticism. Chopin, play any piece of Chopin, there's chromaticism. Okay? And this particular scherzo is like, it's not a joke. You know what I'm saying? It's a deeply emotionally like intense, like any lesson. Okay? So that's what I wanted to show you. Do the same thing here when you get to the next one. Dum, ba, get ready for the E flat, then da da dum. See, same thing. Try that one, and then we're going to go to the next section. You can do any of them. To the next. Okay, but after you do that, then think of the chromatic, ta-ta-dum, and say it, ta-ta-ta. Because right now, you've got a lot of facility. You're blessed to have facility. But you go, da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm on the edge of my chair. I want da-da-da, da-da-da. The internalization of music is a rhythmic pulse. Da-da-da, da-da-da, as fast as it gets. Get there. You got there fine and fast. But then leave and go da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Just like I marked. Get there. Yeah. So the fast group goes, the fast value note F goes down. Just think the chromaticism to yourself. Da-da-dum.
I see.
It's much cleaner, okay? You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when it comes back, the only thing that you have the repetition, da-da-bum. So when you play 3 different heights on the same note, heights of your forearm. Or you can go up, you can go down, but that's going to give you like a sense of pulse, and it's easy. You understand? Don't go down, down, down. Up, down, ba, da, da, da. Okay, try that. Like you make believe you want to emphasize the downbeat for your audience. Da, da, da. Yes. And what about the pedal? Da, 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 da. My edition says to pedal all the way through it. Da, 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 da. Yes, and then you change. Da, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Right. So in other words, da, da, da. It's all about pulse. You understand?
I see.
Okay, now, and then later I noticed, this is just something that I've seen people do, is take it in 2 hands. Later you did, but not in the beginning, and that's fine. Okay, so I have to say that this was really impressive. Dum, da, 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 dum. That was fine. You didn't have a problem with the descending
I used to have
arpeggio.
a problem.
But what did you do to solve it? Because it seemed excellent. What did you do?
Well, I think it's slow practice a little bit sometimes.
Okay, so what I was going to recommend is when you do this, make sure that the thumb feels like that it kind of takes you to the new group. And the new group is always on F. The other thing about this piece, it's like he's persistent in a personal way about F. And F, look. Right? And he has Fs when he has his, for example, we're not in the key of F, right? It's the dominant, but it's always there. So when I look at this, as you practice it, sometimes, in general, giving you a Taubman idea, what's my only white note? In that passage, it's only F. Look at it. If you play it slowly, just so they can see what we're talking about. Dum, ba, da, da, dum. Do that. Okay, and then when you practice, how many times does the pattern start? F, first time. Second one, third, and end. So it's just like you see the sub-syllables of it. You understand? And then it's like all of a sudden it's like a whisper. Again. You see? You see what I'm talking about? The color? There's the F. White, black, black, white, black. Little. Okay? If you just show yourself, it becomes second nature. Okay? Now, as we're moving, he gets to a new idea, okay? And he simplifies things. How does he simplify things? He uses a rhythmic pattern that's not a triplet, right? But it's just scalar. Okay, right? And then he comes to a beautiful D flat major. So can you just show me here? when you get to be like senior citizen, you see like this, how did he put it together? What is that? Where did I have a dot? Well, let me go back to the beginning. It's not a triplet. Oh. Instead of going up, now he goes down, but same notes even.
Right.
Okay, I feel like this is finally, it's just like feeling safe and singing a love song, like, you know, hoping that something's going to be very happy at the end of the story. Okay, this is the first time that he went into the major. So I think you have to feel here very fluid in the shaping. Can you try that? Because in the left, we would release, and I think you do it well, at the biggest interval. And I would group shape, so over and under. You understand?
Yeah.
So that seemed fine. I would like to see that your right hand, if you were told to just play just single notes, I don't know if I'm asking too much. Could you do like this little passage? And
Sure.
even if you play the inner voice,
Yeah.
could you play it as though the inner voice is just not there? And now you're using your shaping, right? Right. Okay. We're going to have to stop in a minute. So I want to just show you something that's very interesting. You get here to the next major part. It's almost like he found a church or a religious place to kind of say a prayer, right? That's the same rhythm as you see what I'm trying to tell you?
Right.
It's like it's a beloved figure. Triplet is this dotted, yeah. So I think that, like, in my mind, that's what you have to do. And you also, you have to take a look and see, because when you play and then you do that particular place, some of the first beats are halves, dotted halves. Some of the others are just a double stemmed eighth. If it has the half, that's what Taubman would call an arm weight versus a finger weight. You get it? Do you have any other questions? I'm sorry that we're short on time. I think I gave you an idea, and that da-da-da-da-da-dum, that's from the beginning. Dum da-da-da-da-dum, bum bum bum. Yes? You see what I'm talking about? And this was, I folded it. This was the only page where I feel like when you did this da-da-da-da-da-dum on this section, right? That you have to identify with the left hand going. Then you won't lose it. Just say to yourself as you practice, A or B or G, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
That part is
All right.
the most challenging one.
Oh, okay. So, in any event, but that's what I would say. Okay. All right. I'm sorry that we're rushing.